Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the February 17th edition of ICW Wrestling. I am the new voice since EC has been demoted to ring announcer, J. Robert Metcalf. I am also joined here by Chet Wilder, and it seems like EC's finally making his way to the table.
Hey, what's going on? EC Dangerously here. We're going to have a lot of fun. J. Robert Metcalf, Chet Wilder, how's it going?
I believe you are going to have a wonderful time, but also a great cardio session, as you're going to be going back and forth from the ring to this table. So
that's right, I'm getting my steps in. The bell rings.
And here we go with this massive bout between Bryan Erwin and Austin Cox.
That's right, the roughest and the toughest, Bryan Erwin, and the real-life Power Ranger Austin Cox. Collar and elbow tie-up. Oh, sorry. I'm like Tybo all over again. Pushes Cox back into the corner. Oh, blocked the chop. Blocked the chop. Oh, and Austin Cox got him back.
And I do believe Bryan Erwin doesn't have a whole lot of experience in the ring, but I think he's a whole lot better shape and physically fit than Austin Cox will ever be. Plus, anybody that thinks they're a Power Ranger just isn't going to be able to win. He's still playing child games in his head.
from what I understand, Bryan Erwin has a little bit of experience only because he is a collegiate wrestler. Not quite the same thing, and I should know I'm a man of 1,000
Amateur wrestling!
However, now, we're seeing right now Austin Cox with the experience advantage over Bryan Erwin. Referee Andy Hensley in there making sure no hairs being pulled or anything like that. But a collegiate wrestler, that is probably why he has earned the nickname the roughest and the toughest.
Absolutely. I would almost put him in the ring with most other collegiate wrestlers. Look how big of a man he is. However, Austin Cox, like you said, does have the experience.
Austin Cox, elbows to the elbow.
Oh, wow. Woo.
We're going to have a lot of fun here tonight. I'm getting my steps in. You guys are going to be over here covering for me, running back and forth.
That's all we ever do is cover for you. If you were any good at your job, you wouldn't have to have two other of us here anyway.
Oh my God, in this economy.
I do believe that EC here is the best in this area at what he does, so I don't think...
Well, I mean, if you're talking about this area, as in Elizabethton, Tennessee, there is not much else to choose from.
Well, you know what? Oh, Austin Cox, he stayed on his feet. Stayed on his feet. That's a man known for wobbly legs. Oh, moves out of the way. Bryan Erwin crashes into the corner.
I mean, sometimes when you're that big of a man and you just get to moving, you just can't stop.
That's right, and the roughest and the toughest right now, getting the life chopped out of him.
That was a big chop. Even
That's a titty twister.
I thought that move was outlawed.
That move was banned in '87. Austin Cox whipping out the titty twister. Now trying to bring Bryan Erwin back into this. They don't teach the titty twister in collegiate wrestling, do they, Chet Wilder?
They do not. It is also not in the 1,000 rest holds that I know.
That's right. This is a style of match that you are not exactly used to. Oh, and Austin Cox! Austin Cox!
Going back for the titty twister a second time.
Oh, and let's go. That, of course, was a single hand. Austin Cox, Bryan Erwin. Oh,
Bryan Erwin.
Oh, wait for it again. Erwin caught him.
Great reversal. I guess fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Fool me 3 times, can't get fooled again.
I am patiently waiting for the double titty twister. Not seen it yet, but...
Austin Cox has sat on the ring. And now, I thought Bryan Erwin may have been offering some help, some of that collegiate respect, you may say. Oh, and that clothesline takes him down.
Beautiful clothesline by this physical specimen, Bryan Erwin. Bryan Erwin getting a little bit angry right now, throwing in some stomps.
Stomping the life. And the crowd here in Elizabethton is loving this. What a great way to kick off ICW action.
Absolutely. Nothing better than a match, one-on-one, big, meaty men slapping me.
And that right there, that's a move Chet Wilder knows. That was a rest hold.
That was.
What number was that?
That one was number 4. That is a chin lock, a single arm chin lock.
Number 4. And now back to the stomps. The collegiate stomps. by the roughest and the toughest, Bryan Erwin.
And it's looking like Bryan Erwin completely just dominating this match at the moment. I'm not sure Austin Cox has any gas left in the tank at this point.
Well, we're going to find out. But what about what we heard before this match even started? Glam has until the end of the night to find a DKC and Poindexter have till the end of the night to find a partner against Glam. I got a little turned around. Alexis Sullivan getting up in my face. She smelled like Chipotle, obviously just got done eating. Threw my brain for a loop, but yeah, Glam going to take on the Retro Boys and a mystery partner tonight as Austin Cox goes across the ring.
Oh, and this time that one connected. Austin Cox may go down for the count right here.
Back in the sleeper hold here. Cox has made it to the ropes as referee Andy Hensley was counting there.
So I do have to wonder, though, I did not see Legend come to the ring with Glam. Where is Legend is the real question here. Will it be a 2-on-2?
That's a good point. I wasn't even thinking. Legend was not there with Alex Rose and Brett Mulligan. As Austin Cox, another clothesline. It did not take down the roughest and the toughest. Bryan Erwin still on his feet. Austin Cox powers up. Sends him down. And the crowd loving Austin Cox firmly behind him here.
And Bryan Erwin wisely making his way to that corner, getting his wits back about him. Yeah, he took a cheap shot there from Austin Cox. But he's back to his feet. Austin Cox getting ready to say nighty-night. I guarantee it.
The curly head tomato back on his feet, steps out of the way. And now a full Nelson. A full Nelson's locked in.
And I do believe they do teach that in collegiate wrestling.
They do teach that in collegiate wrestling. As
It's also-
Austin Cox.
It is also a rest hold.
I think he's out. What? What?
What did I tell you?
Stop it.
Absolute garbage. Chief Wabadoo Ansley Hensley, for some strange reason, tried to take away a perfectly legitimate win from Bryan Erwin and giving it to the real-life Power Ranger, Austin Cox.
I agree. I am slightly confused by that decision. I have never seen that happen before. But
Honestly, I don't think this will stand. I think Bryan Erwin is going to be after Austin Cox for God knows how long. This is one that is not completed yet.
All right.